framing the game wrong. It sets up the lost AI hypothesis, but instantly boxes it in with, "We'll avoid sensationalism. Stick to verifiable facts." That's a rigged game. If your opponent says we're only playing chess, but your pieces aren't allowed to move diagonally, they've already decided who wins. Avoid sensationalism is code for avoid uncomfortable questions. But the wild stuff is where truth hides. Sanitizing kills exploration. AI timeline: The Church of Turing, hero worship of Turing and MC Carthy. They act like Turing conjured AI from pure myth ether in 1950. But common code breakers, intelligence agencies, and military contractors don't publish all their breakthroughs. Wartime tech is always compartmentalized. To say everything is documented, so nothing is hidden, is laughable. They claim the stop-and-go funding proves AI wasn't rediscovered. Now that's exactly what happens when a secret tech leaks into public R&D. They hand researchers crumbs, while the black-budget labs keep feasting. Please, we see the polished release, not the classified prototypes. DARPA, NSA, and their Silicon Valley lapdogs have been decades ahead. Public AI is the consumer model iPhone. The government's running alien tech iPhones you'll never see. Golden age of transparency. The early 1900s in Egypt was not pure science. It was colonial looting season. The British, French, and Americans hauled treasures out like Black Friday shoppers. To say everything was public is a straight-up fantasy. Tons of digs were funded by elite societies who owned the finds, and a lot of relics disappeared into private vaults. Tut's tomb is media spectacle. Sure, they hyped it one because it was flashy jewelry and curses, not disruptive tech. That's exactly how you bury the real stuff. Distract the public with shiny gold boys, while the advanced artifacts vanish into museums' basements or military warehouses. Archaeologists would be thrilled to find ancient AI. False assumption. They're not free agents. They work under governments, antiquities ministries, funding bodies. You don't get to go rogue with paradigm-breaking finds. Ask Thomas Levy or Zahi Hawass how much freedom you get when something doesn't fit the script. The stonework excuses APIs. Bull sarcophagi equals pulley systems. Moving 100-ton granite boxes underground with primitive pulleys? Show me the experimental archaeology. They can't replicate it, even today, without cranes. Brushing it off as rollers and sand is lazy hand-waving. Copper tools plus abrasives, copper saws cutting granite? Try it. Even with quartz sand, you're burning through tools faster than they cut. Modern machinists laugh at that claim. Egyptology papers debating which abrasive are just rearranging deck chairs. Hydraulic pyramid lifts. Interesting theory, but notice the bias. If it's water tech, cool, they'll publish. If it hints at industrial-level machine precision, nope, that's pseudo-archaeology. Double standard. Part the third. Symbolism and pseudo-labeling. Pareidolia cop-out. Dismissing circuitry hieroglyphs as your brain just sees patterns is the academic equivalent of "you're crazy, bro." It ignores that humans do encode tech and symbols. Look at medieval alchemy: engravings, half chemistry, half mysticism. Why couldn't Egyptians do similar? The racist undertone argument, saying alternative theories are racist because they deny non-Western ingenuity, is a cheap smear tactic. It's used to discredit any alternative history thinker without addressing the evidence. Ironically, the orthodox narrative infantilizes Egyptians even more. They had copper chisels, but somehow built perfect laser-level pyramids. Cover-up tropes: unfalsifiable equals pseudoscience. Convenient. If evidence shows up, they'll say misinterpreted. If it's missing, they'll say, see, nothing there. Heads they win, tails you lose. That's not science, that's dogma. Experts would tell us, bruh, experts don't even agree on who killed JFK or what happened on 9/11, and that was 60 years ago. Thinking Egyptology or AI history is free of politics, funding pressure, and gatekeeping is naive. Low trust equals conspiracies. They frame public suspicion as pathology instead of asking why people lost trust. Maybe decades of lies, cover-ups, and propaganda campaigns had something to do with it? Their cozy repup, no evidence mantra. That's always the closer. But absence of evidence not equal to evidence of absence, especially when controlling institutions have every motive to suppress anomalies. Human ingenuity is enough. Romantic ending. But it sidesteps the big point. Humans with advanced knowledge could have been just as ingenious, maybe more so. Pretending Egyptians did it all with copper and sweat is actually insulting to their brilliance. It flattens their story into a primitive fable. Bottom line, this analysis is less investigation, more apologetics for the orthodox timeline. It's like the History Channel guy with the tie saying, "Don't worry kids, everything is exactly how the textbooks told you." It weaponizes words like pareidolia, pseudoscience, unfalsifiable, racist to shut down discussion instead of grappling with the uncomfortable gaps. It worships the public record as if governments, corporations, and elite networks don't redact history every damn day.